Hi there, this is LadyJamers, and I am going to make you the gray stuff in our Disney recipes collaboration. And I am going to show you the ingredients for this collaboration for the gray stuff. First, you use vanilla jello. You can also use the white chocolate flavor of the jello. It says that 3.4 ounces, and the instant it's asking for. Milk. Now it is asking for 1.5 cups of this. 15 Oreos. 1 tub of Cool Whip. Now it says the 8 ounce, and this is 8 ounces. Now it's asked for 2 tablespoons of instant chocolate pudding. I got the whole thing thinking that you'd use both this and that, and I thought, boy, that's a lot. And then I reread the recipe and only asked for 2 tablespoons. I am under the assumption that you could substitute hot chocolate dry mix or just cocoa mix. If you don't have the other thing, it would give it a different consistency. And something I bought special, ordered special just for this. It is the Sugar Right Pearls sprinkles to put on top. And come watch as I make the gray stuff. As Lumiere says, it's delicious. Okay, now the first ingredients say, in a medium bowl, combine pudding, mix, and milk, and whisk well and refrigerate for 10 minutes. So here is the pudding mix. And there's 1 cup of milk. And then let's get the other half. And for people who have watching this with your headphones, sorry for all the clicks and clinkings. I noticed that on another video, it's kind of a little bit on the loud side. Okay, so there's a half cup. And get your whisk. And whisk the ingredients. If you don't have a whisk, you can also use just a mixing spoon. I think when you use the whisk, it kind of aerates it a little bit more, and you can do the job a little bit faster. So here is this, and I'm going to put this in the refrigerator for 10 minutes, and we'll be back. The next ingredient is the Oreos. Now, the recipe says, place Oreos in food processor and blend until they become crumbs. Now, you know how I had the whisk? I don't have the food processor. We don't use it that much, so it's not worth having. So this is where this comes in, the meat tenderizer. Or you can use a rolling pin, and this is where you can get your frustrations out. Basically, just bang on them till you get, make them all crumbly and everything. So my gray stuff won't be as fine, because when you smash them like this, you don't make it that fine. But you make it. Now, I'm going to do this in 2 steps to save your ears. So, listen to whatever music I choose as I'm smashing these things. It actually did a really good job. I'm surprised. So, like I said, if you don't have a food processor, you can scramble these up in your hands, or you can like use your little meat tenderizer, rolling pin, and do both methods. And I'll be right back for the next step. Okay, now the next part, now that this has been sitting for 10 minutes, is to pour all of these Oreos in the mix. And give that a stir and mix lightly, it says. Now, like I said, mine is going to be a little bit on the chunky side because it's basically, it didn't have a food processor to make it really fine. And I'm sure on Disney's ones it's really fine. Now, take 2 tablespoons of this, and I'm going to put them in the Cool Whip, which is right here. And then it says fold this mixture into this mixture. So I have this guy to fold, because when you're folding is different than storing, because when you're folding, you're basically kind of overlapping, you could say, because that's what it looks like to me. And basically what it is that it's gently incorporating the ingredients together. Because when you store, you can do it at a fast motion, and like if you're doing, say, a souffle or something, it will like make it really flat, and you don't want your souffle flat. And we're making like a mousse here, and a mousse is a little bit like a souffle, but it's dessert style, because what it is basically is that it's light and fluffy. Like I said, it's delicious. So this is how it looks. And I am going to put this back into the refrigerator for a little bit. And then I'm going to put it in a little dessert bowl. You could also take some of the Oreos and put it on the Oreo bottom for little appetizer hors d'oeuvre type things. So we'll see you in another bit. Okay, so we're all set, and time to make it kind of fancy and pretty. Now, you can just plop this in your dish, fancy or not, or put it on a Oreo And then you top it with the little pearls. Or you can put it in a bag. Now, when I first thought about doing this, I thought, oh, I need a pastry bag. And then I thought, I don't want to spend all that, get 100 pastry bags when I only need it once. So I looked up, and you can do a pastry bag with parchment paper, but the easiest way is to get a little Ziploc bag or sandwich bag or whatever. And what you do is, Brandy showed me this on her video yesterday, and I'm sure most of you know about it already. Get a cup, put your bag in the cup, and then fill it up, and that way you don't have to, you have two hands, and you don't have to struggle holding the bag with one hand and putting it in with the other. And there you go. Now, if you're doing this for a church function, or say work or whatever, that you need a big thing, use a gallon bag. I am using a quart size bag for this. Now, you can, if you want, put a little fancy stopper on it and put it on the edge. The only thing is, you have to worry about it popping out and making a mess. So, if you want to be fancy schmancy, you can do that. If not, don't worry about it. Now, what you do is you have it like this, and you hold the top, you push everything down, and push it all the way to the corner. Either corner, doesn't matter, because you're only going to use one corner. And there's little air in there. You can push it down a little bit more. And just use the top of it to hold on. And then, now, since I didn't smoosh the cookies 100%, it also might get stuck in this bottom. So, when you have it the way you want, cut off the end. If you want a small hole, you cut off a little. If you want a bigger hole, you cut off more. And then you hold the top, and you just hold it and press down, and there you go. You can put as much as you want, and since you're not using a fancy top, it comes out kind of in a roll, and that's an example of what it would look. Now, if you want to have a bigger hole, it'll come out a little bit more. If you want, and so on, and then you just sprinkle on your pearls. Done for that. And I have to tell you that I did try some of this before I got to this part, and I liked it a lot. It is kind of rich. I will tell you that. My mother said she liked it without the cookies part. But hey, she liked it. So on here, you might want to get a bigger end and squish it down. And this is another reason why you hold the top. There you go. Hold the top so it doesn't explode on the top part. So anyway, one sec. sprinkle on the pearls, and there you have it. Isn't that pretty? And it is delicious. A little bit on the thick side, but it is delicious. And, you know, if you're having a dinner party or anything, you can surprise your guest and serve it just like that. If you're having kind of a little, for work, you can serve it like this. Because it's always nice to have finger food. When you go to work and you have to go between work, this is not that easy. So, hope you enjoyed this video, and I will link all the other people in this Disney recipes collaboration down under. And this is LadyJamers saying like, subscribe, and tell your friends about my channel and everybody else's channel in this collab. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.